Hello y'all, it's Set to Achieve. Welcome to yet another video. And today I want to talk about something that I think is affecting so many people, and based on the comments that I've received from my video that went viral about how I left my being a registered nurse, my profession, to become a delivery driver, okay? And why I would never go back, okay? So today I want to talk about the fact that you won't leave your toxic 9 to 5 because you feel that you're not capable of doing better, okay? You won't leave that toxic 9 to 5 because you feel like you're not good enough. A lot of you, you have been oppressed for so long. And like myself, I was in a toxic and narcissistic relationship, marriage. And that made me feel so low about myself, that reduced my self-confidence, and that just, it was just horrible, okay? And the fact that I was in that situation caused, so much damage, and it made me doubt myself. It made me doubt who I was. It made me not really love myself, because how could I have stayed in nursing for 10 more years when I was already burnt out? And I did a video talking about the fact that I was burnt out within 6 months of becoming a nurse. So yeah, you are staying and you won't leave because you feel like you're not capable. You feel like you're not going to be able to thrive by working for yourself, starting your own business, and just leaving that like vicious cycle. You've seen all the signs on the wall, you've seen all the red flags, but you just refuse to leave. Please, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and join the family, like the video, share, leave your comments. And yeah, I was the same, okay? So I can speak on these things because I went through the exact same thing. Being gaslit to feel like nursing was the only thing in the world. Being told by family members that I would never make it in this world if I was not a nurse, and especially in the African community, I must say that it's like a cloud. A lot of them feel, a lot of Africans, feel as though like nursing or like tech, like tech fields are the only thing. And if you're not doing nursing or health related fields, you're gonna crash and burn in the US, okay? So I was in that shoe, coming from, a family, that felt that way, coming from a culture as well that felt that way, and yeah, it was very trapping, but I know there's a lot of you right now that have just refused to bet on yourself. You're trapped, and even the Bible says that we're transformed by the renewing of our minds. So you're transformed, and so me putting this information out here is going to transform your mind because you're going to get new knowledge. You might get courage, and I actually was thinking to myself, like, I wish there was somebody out here that was like really putting out the content, and really speaking the truth about what was going on in nursing. Nobody said anything. Everybody was sugarcoating everything, making it feel as if you'll be floating on air, once you become a nurse. But that is just not the case. I went through so much, and the worst part about everything is actually losing yourself. You lose yourself. You lose your drive to keep on going. You lose the joy for life. You lose relationships, You lose your time. You lose your time because even the time that you're spent, that you You have your off days, you know, or whatever. For me, I would work every other weekend, but even my off days was filled with fear, you know, was filled with fear. I was never happy. And my health was going down. My mental health was going down, you know. And because of the fact that for me it was a double whammy, because I was married to a narcissist, so he didn't want me to leave nursing because I was a golden goose, you know, the golden goose. So I was the one bringing in the money, you know, and it's like, that means that I have to work harder. I don't want to work harder, you know. And he tried to gaslight me into thinking that, well, we sacrificed so much, being the fact that my children were young. So there are days that, I mean, he didn't just have to stay home with the kids, because we would switch roles. I would go to school, he would stay with the kids. I would come back and he would go to work. So, you know, so he was like, we sacrificed so much, you know, to get you here. Why should you leave? And, you know, so there was nothing, you know, and it was like, what are you complaining about? Everybody wants to be a nurse. I would go to my parents, same thing. And everybody was, you know, they had that mentality, especially like with Africans, you know, having that mentality that nursing was like heaven, you know. And meanwhile, I felt like I was literally in hell, you know. Yeah, I felt like I was stuck. I believe that was like one of the worst times in my life. There was no one to turn to. I couldn't turn to my own husband, you know, the one that was supposed to guard me and protect me and cover me. Nope. I was wide open for the enemy, you know. So I stayed on. I mean, can you believe that I became a nurse in 2010 and I finally left nursing like cold turkey in 2020, right before the pandemic hit. I think like early on in the year, you know. And it was so sad. It was so sad because, I mean, think about all the things that I could have done. And where I would have been, you know, if I actually had took that step of faith so much earlier and just like threw away all the doubts and what might happen, you know, because one thing that you have to realize is that when you take a leap of faith, God is obligated to catch you, you know. He's obligated to catch you. You took that dive, he's obligated to catch you. You know, he's gonna catch you. You're not gonna fall flat on your face. You're not. You know? So when I initially left, God told me to go back and start doing hair. And that was like my passion, especially as a young person, a younger person. You know, I learned how to do hair at 12. You know, so that was like my, you know, something that I was passionate about, you know. And actually, I had wanted to go to college for beauty, be a cosmetologist, go into makeup, maybe go into nails. You know, I was just like, I loved everything that related to beauty, hair, you know, because I saw how like making women beautiful increased their self-esteem. I mean, I saw the direct connection, you know, and I wanted to be that person, you know, that would bring that light, that courage. Because when I would do their hair, when they would come in and I would do their hair, 'cause initially I was, I think I was like maybe doing it in my basement or something, or I would do my hair. So initially I would do myself, do my own hair. Then I started doing my sister, you know, and she would love those pretty long braids, blonde braids. She always looked like the blonde, and then she was spray like different colors in it. And she liked the attention she was getting, you know, and then from there I started doing other people, and you know, I just loved it. But my parents didn't see it as a serious profession. Um, they would say that the people that did that is people that didn't have an education, people that didn't go to school. They had all this negative mindset, you know, and it was like, I mean, like, it was so sad, you know, that like the people that are supposed to support you and just be there for you and just let you be you would not, they refuse to let me be me, you know, and that's like a failure to parents, you know, when you would refuse to let your kids be them, and they're gonna grow up and they're gonna resent you because it's like, you know, it's like you pushed me, you know, and that's a narcissistic abusive type thing, you know. You push me into what I don't want to do, and now I've wasted my time, I've wasted all these years, and I'm unhappy, you know. And it's like, now you have kids. I had three kids. They're teenagers now, you know. And it's like, is it so easy to start over, you know? But with God, all things are possible, you know. So I had to start over, like from scratch. So I left nursing. I made out cards, started passing out cards in the malls, especially in the malls. You know, I found some few customers, and they quickly became like steady clientele. So I had steady money coming in. Then I signed up for Uber Eats then. I think Uber Eats was pretty, I think it was pretty new in the market, or it was not that long that it had been in the market or whatever. Anyway, I started Uber Eats, and from there, I started branching off. And I started like finding myself. Some days I would do hair, some days I would do Uber Eats, and I found that I had more clarity. I found that I started actually appreciating life. I wasn't feeling like doom and gloom, even though I didn't have as much money, I guess you could say, you know, but I was happier with myself. You know, I was more content. And I just said, you know, let it be what it, you know, whatever's gonna happen, let it happen. I can't live like this anymore. And so I took a chance on myself, you know, so, and then it was, so taking on that belief, you know, and understanding that I was able to thrive, and I was able to be okay. Even though I was making like a third, maybe half of the money that I was making, that I was happy, you know, and I stayed focused on doing what I was doing each and every day. And so my confidence began to build. So it was 3 years later that I said goodbye to the marriage situation with the narcissist. Okay, because remember I told you that I was facing abuse at work. And mind you, I tried so many different fields and areas, and I just knew that it was not my calling, you know, but I couldn't leave because of the hold that I had at home. I didn't have that support, not from family, not from the narcissist that I was with, not from anyone, you know. So I found myself very resentful, and I felt bitter, you know. But when I finally took that leap, I felt God with me the whole time, telling me, my daughter, you're going to be okay. Trust me. Trust in me. I am holding you by the hand. You know? And then because of that, you know, and because of the fact that I was seeing God in everything, I was seeing that even through all those times that I was struggling, that I was suffering, that he was always with me. But he couldn't, you know, because we all have free will. He couldn't push me, you know, to do what he knew was best for me, you know. I had to come to the realization that, you know what, I have to do this, okay? So I know there's a lot of you that have commented on my videos that you just left a narcissistically abusive situation, and then you're leaving your job too, or you're starting something new, or you're working, you deciding to work for yourself, and then there's some that are still trapped, saying that I want to leave, but I'm worried about my rent, or I'm worried about my car, or I'm worried about all these different things. And what I say to that is just start doing, if you can start maybe delivery on your off days, maybe take a course. I have my Passive Riches bundle teaching you how to make money. And mind you, like I said, I started with hair, and then I built. So I became a mobile braider. From there, so with mobile braiding, you don't have too much of a overhead. It's just you buy the tools, make sure you have your combs, your things that you need, creams or whatever for the hair, or sprays and stuff, right? And I had my bag. So I had my foldable chair and table, and I just put it in my I have a minivan, so I just folded and put it in my trunk, in my pickup truck. So when a customer would call me, I would just head there, and you can apply that to any mobile business. So I have a guide on how to quit your 9 to 5 and make a full-time income with your car. It has 72 different apps, and you can test and see which ones you can get started with. Then I have the and this is all the multiple streams masterclass bundle, and I have the Passive Riches bundle teaching you how to use digital marketing to promote your products and make money online. Because we know that when you're online, you can connect with anybody all over the world, people all over. So I mean, the sky is just the beginning when it comes to your income potential, right? So you're not stuck. And then I have the Middleman Business Guide teaching you how to start a middleman business and thrive, and start making money from your phone, so you can get that. And yeah, so the Mobile Business Guide, the Middleman Business Guide, you have the Passive Riches, the online business, how to market your business effectively, brand yourself, promote your products, and start making money online, right? And you can, somebody reached out to me saying that they have I think it's like online store, and can they apply what they learned from the course for the marketing online with that. I'm like, you can apply that to anything. You can apply it to anything, because once you learn how to market effectively, I mean, the sky's just the beginning for you. So so if you're someone that's looking for business ideas, it's very affordable. It's only like 47, I think it's 47 or 49.99. Like, it's less than $50. So so I'm not making it $1,000 or 500. It's just like 40 something. So so there's no excuse. If you're someone that is looking to break out of your 9 to 5, you're someone that is looking to start something new and be your own boss and all of that, you can get started. You don't have to be stuck. Being stuck or being feeling like you're not capable, that is just it's a lie, and you bought that lie. So but you don't have to believe that. Just change your mind, okay? Anyway, this is Set to Achieve. I hope I have spoken to your heart, and I hope this message would resonate with your soul. And if it does, leave your comments. Comment about your situation. Let us know where you are, and where you're planning to be, or how it's working out for you. You never know who you're going to encourage, and that comes across your comment, and then like the video, and that helps the algorithm to kind of pump it out to other people. And yeah, leave your comments. Yeah, what else? Yeah, and subscribe and join the family if you're new. Until next time, peace.